Formula Ones are high-speed racing cars that imply multiple rules of aerodynamical physics to run through long battles. Various phenomena and laws are considered while constructing the car's engine and external body. Different companies have different features to meet the standards of racing. Hey viewers, welcome to our channel. If you're looking for hot, popping news in the motor world, you just reached the right place. In today's video, we will discuss the latest measures taken by the FIA as per the safety of drivers. Various health issues and problems have been reported in the latest Grand Prix. The year 2022 is more about challenges for athletes in the championship. But before moving into the exciting content, we request you to subscribe and like the video on your screens to become a part of this exciting journey. Let's go! The latest Grand Prix of Autocars took place in Azerbaijan, Baku. A colossal audience mustered up to enjoy the event and support their favorite ones. Mercedes, Ferrari, Renault, McLaren, and many others were participating in the race. But few drivers faced a drifting force in their cars, which seriously affected their physical health. FIA took notice and persisted in prioritizing the athlete's medical condition first. This time championship wasn't between Ferrari and Red Bull. It was a competition between Autocars engineers and physical laws. There's an effect called porpoising, which impacts players' trembling. But before we look at the health risks and measures taken by FIA, let's have a piece of first-hand knowledge of aerodynamical features of F1 and porpoising. F1 cars are made on the second law of motion. The change in the car's action is proportional to the force driven by the vehicle's mass. It exerts a force against the track, which helps it to move faster. Its body shaping is also made accordingly. When a rush of air hits its sleek front, it is directed through spaced cavities. Various tests were done to make the latest regulations for smooth driving experience. It went through wind tunnels, round roads, and of course, real tracks. Secondly, the main concern in the 2020 championship was porpoising in cars. Porpoising is a side effect generated due to the downflow of air in the bottom of the car, which causes the rattling of F1. This has suffered since the addition of the ground effect in the Formula One series. It traps air from the bottom of the car to keep it on the track, rather than an upward flow of air to keep it firm and straight to the path. Porpoising is actually a funny term derived from an animal diving in the water facing upward and downward bounces. Have you ever listened to it before? Well, you might have seen the head of players shaking continuously while driving. This is actually due to porpoising. As the speed of the car increases, the vehicle sticks to the ground and the driver experiencing a heavy thrush. There are planks and skids under the seat of the driver, which are for calculating the exact height of every car in the field. They're the reason to cause this brittleness. The driver gets his head in a blender. Porpoising has serious health issues affecting the head and spine of drivers. They can even get unconscious with a severe jerk. Could you imagine the pain experience? Here are some statements that'll leave you insane. Lewis Hamilton said in his last Baku Prix, "I just got through that race on adrenaline, biting down my own teeth through the pain." He further added, "I can't express the pain you experience, especially in the straight here." And his companion driver, George Russell, added, "We were smashing the ground every single corner in every lap for 90 minutes. It was pretty brutal. You and we can't experience the jerks until we have a ride of F1. But this feels like very terrifying, isn't it?" If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button to let us know. Let's glimpse at the latest Azerbaijan Grand Prix to conclude the exact situation. Not all the teams consented to the matter, but many ones experienced. Few felt little jerks and others faced significant shaking of their spines. Teams were looking for whether they should solve the issue and regulate their cars with modifications or FIA to handle the matter. Mercedes mainly got affected. Mercedes team boss said, "I can't talk for our two drivers. They're having issues that even a physio can't fix sometimes. When drivers are running at such high speed, it's likely to be at risk that they might get unconscious and cause a smashing of the car." He insisted for teams to modify the structure of their cars from bouncing. Lewis Hamilton just cried that his back was killing him in pain, and Russell stated, "I think it's just a matter of time before we see major incidents. A lot of us can't keep the cars in a straight line over the bumps. We're going around corners around 300 kilometers per hour and bottoming out. You fear they might have crashed." In addition, Hamilton has been the championship winner for the last 6 to 7 consecutive times, but this time he felt seriously injured by porpoising. McLaren will most probably go to FIA to take action and hope into the matter. Teams need specific rules and regulations to be implemented to avoid any such harsh conditions happening in years to come. But on the other hand, Red Bull Ferrari is against the implementation of any rules to put on by FIA, as they have already coped with the issue They insisted that teams manage their problems personally. It is very much clear that if FIA intervenes in the matter, this will surely affect the racing standards of cars from next season. FIA, the International Association of Automobile Sports, regulating various organizations, took this matter red-handed and issued a list of rules to be followed temporarily until a permanent solution is devised. Let's talk about statements narrated by FIA before moving ahead. Write your opinions and suggestions for constructing rules. Don't forget to share your thoughts. FIA suggested to have a close scrutiny of planks and skids both in terms of their design and the observed wear. Planks are fixed under the driver's seat made up of wood-like material called Jabro immersed in titanium skid block. They're responsible for keeping racing cars very close to the ground. You might have seen sparks of fire bursting out of track when cars take narrow cuts around circular ends of roads. Secondly, structural modifications of cars made in the season, the addition of wings to pass on air through caused porpoising. The streamlined motion in cars helps them boost their speeds even in ends. But this time, new generation 2022 F1 cars seem deprived of it. FIA wants to set standards that need to be met. These requirements are essential for the safety of drivers, otherwise they'll get punished. Porpoising issue was not very common before the introduction of the ground effect in F1 cars, so this season was more about these issues, which caused a significant loss to players, bosses, and team owners, and somehow reduced the fans' attention. This matter of concern needs to be fixed as soon as possible. Secondly, definition of metric based on cars' vertical acceleration and its measurements as devised by FIA. This is vertical acceleration that'll give a quantitative limit for an acceptable level of vertical oscillations. The exact mathematical formula for this metric is still in process. The FIA has also invited other F1 teams to contribute to this process. In a statement addressed by FIA, in a sport where competitors are routinely driving at a speed in excess of 300 km per hour, it is considered that all of a driver's concentration needs to be focused on that task, and that excessive fatigue or pain experienced by a driver could have significant consequences should it result in loss of concentration. Further added that, concerning the immediate physical impact on drivers, a number of whom have reported back pain following recent events. FIA will have multiple meetings on this matter until next season to figure out the appropriate solution and opens the Pandora box to illustrate rules and measures in this regard. This was it from this video. If you want more exciting videos, stick to our channel by hitting the red subscribe button popping on your screen. Also, click the bell icon so you never miss any updates on the way. Comment below your views and thoughts in which F1 team you're looking for to rock the track next season. Till then, have a safe ride. Bye-bye.